So in this video, I'll be showcasing 3 or 4 pastry products that you can actually make from one bread dough. So I showcased how to make homemade bread in another video. If you haven't watched it, please go and watch it. So using that one recipe, you can actually make 3 or 4 other yeast products that would be really exciting for breakfast or for any snack. So today I'll be showcasing that.
Alright, so usually once you get your dough, remember you have to knead it to actually develop the gluten, and then it's ready to go. So one of the things you can actually do if you don't have a bread pan is actually make what we call a freehand dough. This means that you want to take your dough round and round like this. Then you can actually just place it on a greased pan like that. Now these tend to crack, so what you actually want to do is you take a sharp knife and you want to do what we call scoring. And once you score your bread, if it cracks, it's gonna crack only along where you've made your marks. Now all you have to do is egg wash this and actually make your bread. I'll be showing you how it comes out. The second thing you can do is make braided bread. So if you have a log like this, if you have a bench scraper or just a knife, you want to make 3 even pieces. Now that doesn't look even, so I'm just going to mix it up like this. Alright, now with these 3 even pieces, I'll show you how to actually make your braid. Alright, so when you braid your bread, make sure you actually pinch each side, guys, and then maybe you can tuck it in so that it actually stays put. So you're gonna proof it one more time and then bake it. Make sure to egg wash it so it comes out really nicely. And just to show you one that has already actually proofed for a while, this is a large one. This is how it looks like when it's really nice and proofed. So I'm just gonna throw this in the oven and then that'll be it. I'm going to show you guys how to use a bread dough recipe to make a cinnamon swirl. So what you want to do is actually make a rectangle and roll it out with your rolling pin. Like so. Then what you're going to do is you're going to put some cinnamon mixture in between at like a filling. So what I have here, guys, is a mixture of cinnamon, a little bit of sugar, and some butter, or you can use margarine. And you want to apply this in between your bread, and then you're going to roll it up, and when the bread is baked, it's going to look really awesome because it's going to have this swirl of the cinnamon filling inside. So you can put as little or as much as you actually want to do. Now I like a whole bunch of this, so I'm actually going to put most of this in here. Make sure you just leave a little space on each side. After that, I'm just gonna roll it up like this. Now what you want is you want it to actually be the same length as your loaf pan, because in this particular one I'm using a loaf pan, but you can actually still do a freehand one if you don't have a loaf pan or a sufuria or any kind of pan you want. So now I'm gonna pinch the end so they can actually stay in there, and so that my cinnamon doesn't leak out.
Then after that, I'm gonna place it into my loaf pan, proof for about 30 to 40 minutes, or at least double in size, and then I'll bake it. Another creative way to make your bread, this is not a different product. It's basically making your bread dough and placing it in the loaf pan, and then just to spice it up or just to make it look different, you apply some egg wash on the top of that, and then you can take either chia seeds or like sesame seeds or sim-sims and actually just sprinkle them on top. And that's how you do that. And the awesome thing is that I actually have a loaf I can show you what happens, because you're gonna proof this for 30 to 40 minutes, then you bake it. And what you should get is something that looks like that. So you see, it's an awesome regular piece of bread, but it has sim-sims or sesame seeds on top. Okay guys, so the other thing you can do with the bread dough is make scones. This is the same bread dough. All I've done is take some egg yellow color or golden yellow, put the powder color in some water, and then knead it with the dough until you get this yellow dough. And you can make your own scones, guys. And when you're making scones, all you do is maybe double the sugar if you want it sweeter, and then you can make your own scones. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So guys, I've just made them. You're gonna let this proof 30 to 40 minutes. And an example of already proof scones is these ones. I've been proving them for at least half an hour. So after this, I'm just gonna throw them into the oven and bake, and we can see how they come out. And by the way, guys, if you don't want the colored ones, if you really not big on color and you just wanna use the regular bread recipe, let me show you another one. Like these ones, look how awesome those look like. So you can also make just plain white scones, bake them, and you have a interesting set of scones that you can have for breakfast or your snacks.